Field is set to go. The Fastenal Pace Truck summoned off of the racetrack, and we get ready for the green. Your first main event on Bargain Barn Tire Center night gets the green in turn number 4. Brandon Jurin sets the pace. Tracy Haluska next to him in row number 1. 12 times around, your first feature event tonight. Kinley Gortmaker, you'll be the trophy presenter. Head to the logo shop. We're ready to go on the Speedway. Lawn and Snow Company Hobby Stocks. We're green. We're not green for long. The 20B of Josh Bradley going to get penalized from row 3. He'll move back to row 4. The 8 of Levi Vanderweide will move up in front of the 20B. And we'll try again. Five feature events here tonight on Bargain Barn Tire Center night. The first one going to try again for the green flag here in turn number 4. We're green. Tracy Haluska with the grip on that high line. The 86 machine out to the lead as Mike Pekka spins over the K9 machine around in turn 2. He'll point it the right way. And we're still green. Tracy Haluska leads the opening lap. Brandon Jurin's right there in second. Jason Bradley in third, trying to hold off the 8 of Levi Vanderweide. Vanderweide trying to figure out that bottom groove. Jurin's going to try to figure out the bottom groove. He's got the 19 cars slinging it sideways, as was Levi Vanderweide. 2 in, 10 to go. Tracy Haluska has led both circuits. James Adams, the 3J machine, making a move through the middle. And he'll move into the top 5. The lead for the 86 of Tracy Haluska out to 1.6 seconds. As you see the close action there between the 17J of Jason Bradley. And oh boy, car sideways. James Adams spinning around on the back straightaway. And big contact. James Adams in the 3J spinning around, and the 00 of Ryan Mulder. Nowhere to go. He'll slide in there, make some heavy contact, and you see the nose cone off of the Peterson Trucking, now Orthopedics. 3J, he'll leave that behind, drives away from the incident site. As Ryan Mulder tries to get the Mulder Fab. Mulder and Son sandblasting and painting car to move once again. Caution lights go dark. Everyone doubled up behind Tracy Haluska. We're ready for that green flag in turn number 4. 3 laps in the Lawn and Snow Company Hobby Stock feature. Oh, big trouble off of turn number 2. Car going upside down several times, and the red flag is out. So big trouble there at the exit of turn number 2. A car with a spectacular crash. And the safety team there on the scene. Let's go back and let's see if we can connect with Scotty DeYoung. Scotty, what do you see back there? The greatest news is our drivers are okay, including Jason Scott in the 37.
Yeah, as you can see, Sean, Dylan Fitzpatrick just pulling away. Jason Scott, the 7 here, over on his top. It did help him out of the car after cutting the window net out. He seems to be okay, currently talking with medical officials, but he is awake, out of the car, alert.
All right, Scotty, thank you for the update there from the incident site. Great news there. Jason Scott, okay. Been a long time since I've seen a hobby stock crash and a hobby get that high in the air. during its flip. For those watching on Advantage Racing TV, a replay coming up here on the screen. And you can see the 37 on the right side of your screen for those of you watching at home. 3 wide and a little contact with Dylan Fitzpatrick in the 82, and then those cars just hooked. Turned the 37 of Scott to the right, then the car hooked into the racetrack and went into its flip and spin cycle there. Not only was it flipping, it also spun around the racetrack. Come back to Scotty back here. Scotty, you just said something interesting about Jason. What was his expression on his face right there a minute ago?
Well, Sean, he was looking over the car, and yes, the rear axles are out of the car here, but Jason Scott said with a smile on his face, hey, you know what, I'm okay, and we live to race another day.
Brandon Jurens, Jason Bradley, knocking on his back bumper as we come back to the green. And the Lawn and Snow Company Hobby Stock A feature. Levi Vanderweide to the inside of the 19 of Jurens, looking for second. He'll have it. Jurens trying to cross over. They're 3 wide back there for the 5th spot. Rick Vanderweide on the bottom coming through, and he will move up to the 4th position as Jurens and Levi Vanderweide banged off of turn 4. Levi Vanderweide may have a tire going down on the 8 machine as he slows into turn 1. Brandon Jurens may have trouble in the 19 as a result of that contact in turn 4. They both stop on the back straightaway together. Yellow is out. Well, battle for the 2nd spot between the 8 of Levi Vanderweide and the 19 of Brandon Jurens results in those cars making contact, and now they're both heading to the work area, giving up spots near the front of the field. Tracy Haluska, the 86 machine, brings us to the restart. We're back to green. Mike Pekka spinning around down here in turn number 1, backs into a barricade, and the yellow lights are on. K9 of Mike Pekka spins around down there in turn number 1, nearly backed in and knocked over one of those barricades. Was able to get it going. He'll tag the tail of the field. Was running 14th at the time of caution. Cone placed over there in turn number 4. Haluska brings us to it. That's where we go racing once again. 8 laps remaining. Schlumbum going to the very bottom. He'll pull alongside the 93 of Rick Vanderweide, racing for 3rd. Schlumbum, the first car in the order to try the bottom of the racetrack. He'll try to get to the bumper of the 17J of Jason Bradley as Vanderweide gets it wound up on the top side of the speedway. 221 of Logan Fitzpatrick trying to get into the top 5. The 20 of Travis Christensen has the 5th spot. Side by side for second, the X of Schlumbum on the bottom. 17J Jason Bradley on the top. Still side by side for the spot as they come by the stripe. 6 laps in, 6 laps to go. Jason Bradley down through the middle. I don't think that's where you want to be, and he's going to give up the 2nd spot to the X of Schlumbum. Schlumbum from 18th to the 2nd spot. In trouble in turn number 2. Chad Duback out of Hartford in the Classic Corner Convenience Store, Automotive, Brake and Exhaust, Cutting Lounge. Dan's Welding, 88. Spins her around there in turn 2, and we go under the yellow. Tracy Haluska, Jason Bradley, Tyler Schlumbum, Rick Vanderweide, Travis Christensen in the top 5. Green flag in turn number 4. 6 laps remaining. Captain Rick going to take the 93 all the way to the bottom there in turn number 1 and 2. Couldn't get there. Schlumbum on the top line. Jason Bradley up there on top. What can they do? Well, they try to settle that out. The 86 of Tracy Haluska says goodbye. 9/10 of a second of lead as we go to 5 to go. Side by side for that second spot. Schlumbum on the bottom. Jason Bradley up top into turn number 3. Side by side behind him between Vanderweide and Christensen. Off of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Saw Vanderweide get the 93 car loose. That allows the 221 of Logan Fitzpatrick to try to move into the top 5, bringing the 6 of Dustin Gobronson into that battle. Meantime, the X of Tyler Schlumbum into the second spot. He'll slide up the racetrack, gets the right side tires into the moisture, and looks in front of him, and he sees the 86 of Tracy Haluska, your leader, by 1.5 seconds with 3 to go. Make it 2.5 to go as your leader down the back straightaway into turn number 3. The 6 of Dustin Gobronson, you'll see him on the bottom here in turn number 4, coming after the 221 of Logan Fitzpatrick. That's a race for 6th. 1.5 seconds still the interval between Haluska and Schlumbum as they come to the white flag. 1/3 of a mile to go for Tracy Haluska. Schlumbum cut 0.3 of a second off of that interval the last time by, but he's going to run out of time. Off of turn number 4 for the first time this year, Tracy Haluska wins at I-90 Speedway. He'll lead the duration and get his first win of the year. It's Tracy Haluska in the 86 coming to the winner's circle. Tyler Schlumbum from 18th will finish 2nd in the X. Jason Bradley 3rd and 17J, the 20 of Travis Christensen 4th and 5th to the 93 of Rick Vanderweide. The 221 of Logan Fitzpatrick 6th, Dustin Gobronson 7th in the 6th, 00 Ryan Mulder 8th, 9th to Joel Norris in the 33 JN, and Mike Peckus 10th in K9. Brandon Jurens 11th, Josh Froseth 12th, Josh Bradley 13th, Chad Dubeck 14th, Landon Crone rounding out your top 15 here tonight for the Hobby Stocks. Going to be really hard to top Tyler Schlumbum's performance here tonight. 18th to 2nd, 16 spots gained. Puts him in a good place to pick up that $100 bonus from Precision Drywall. Meanwhile, this guy in victory lane climbing out for the 3rd time, it's Tracy Haluska. Give him a hand, I-90 Speedway. And let's go down and hear from him, Scotty DeYoung, down there in the winner's circle, to talk with Tracy Haluska.
Well, Tracy, you somehow deemed the nickname Mid-Pack Mafia a couple years ago, and now you're running up front and visiting I-90 Victory Lane here for the first time this season. What does this feel like?
Well, this feels great. It seems that name keeps coming up the last 3 wins here. Kind of funny, but I can't thank Lyle. The track was pretty cool. Just put it up to the cushion and let it go. I can't thank my sponsors, Furby's Auto Repair, Mark Albert, Racing Ferranchi, TC Foltz Trucking, Zahn Brothers Diecast, Lions Concrete. They're out here tonight. King's Mart, King's Liquor, S2H Motorsports, Golby Racing, and my pit guys, Eric, Brooke, and Brian. I can't do it without everybody, so thanks, fans, for coming out. And yeah.
Well, on this 4th of July weekend, Tracy Haluska putting it in victory lane. Let them hear you, I-90 Speedway.